everybody. Hope you're having a lovely evening. I learned something today. I learned to never take a non-drowsy Sudafed ever again. It's very weird because I don't know how to put this. When I drink alcohol, I feel myself becoming drunk. So I know when I'm kind of becoming tipsy in some way, shape, or form. And it's weird because even on stream, I've drank a bottle of Fireball. I've drank a bottle of Southern Comfort. I've drank a bottle of Jägermeister while doing live streams. And you can kind of feel that as you become drunk. Whereas what's interesting, and maybe it's just because I haven't really taken any of these weird allergy pills before this, you don't actually feel it until you go to use your brain and you realize it's not there. Like with alcohol, I know my brain's not there. So I adjust what I do, or I can adjust what I say, or I adjust, supposedly it affects your confidence in some way, shape, or form. So people think that they're more capable than they are. But that's a personality thing. That's different from actually being able to gauge what your brain is doing. But I wasn't expecting this. My entire day has been this ridiculous haze. Like I start having a conversation with somebody, and the most basic of words just doesn't come out. Like I was driving for a good 15 seconds with my turn signal on, and there was nobody behind me, nobody in front of me, nobody to my left and nobody to my right. And I'm like, Lewis, make a left turn, make a left turn. And the turn signal's on. And I know how to use the steering wheel. And I just didn't turn it. Today has felt like a complete haze. It's the weirdest thing in the world. And I took the non-drowsy version of it too, but that doesn't appear to have done anything. I honestly think I probably would have been better off just going to that event with wearing a mask and sneezing the entire day. If I could trade sneezing the entire day for feeling like I'm awake, I would probably take that. I'm never taking anti-allergy medication again. And also, the next time I'm unpacking, I'm actually going to wear a mask. I think this is karma. I mean, I think I earned it because I made fun of that one person that was mowing their lawn with a mask on. I mean, I was going on a really ridiculous rant that day, but I think that that's karma, and I think that that's necessary. Every now and then you need to get kicked in the balls with karma to reform into a better and more mature, kinder, gentler, nicer, more civil human being. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm excited. We got a job fair tomorrow. Got another one. Got some really good applicants today. Got some really interesting people that applied. A lot of people that just came by, it was weird. One person came by and was going, what's the parking like? How long do you guys give for lunch breaks? What type of insurance do you use? And it's like, no. We're trying to change the world. We have a goal and an agenda. I get it, but you got to demonstrate that I don't know. I'm not it's not like we're against people having parking spots and shit like that, but it has to be something else to offer, you know? Like this one person came by and said, oh yeah, I forked this particular Android open source project because it was missing this, that, and the other. And I'm concerned about censorship and everything else that's going on right now, so I definitely see the need for what you're doing and sovereign identity and stuff like that. And it's like, you. Because that's the thing, there's nothing wrong with asking about the parking availability. I don't have a problem with you doing that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You should be able to ask about that. By all means, ask about that. But there's something weird about doing that up front, you know? You're not interested in what we're creating. You're not interested in did I just say interesting? Holy fuck. See, that's the thing. This is weird. I don't feel drunk. But I'm talking drunk. That's Sudafed. Jesus. Anyway. What was I saying? I'm never taking this shit again, by the way. Holy crap. Like I said that I quit drinking for good, and that I'm not going to, and I've stuck to that. But I'm tossing allergy medication into that pile. Now I get it. I understand why so many kids in high school would get high off of Robitussin. I always wondered, why are they taking cold medication? It's like, dude, it does something. You're typing drunk as well. I'm not typing, I'm using my phone. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not typing, I'm talking into my phone. This brain fog is very apparent with cough medicine. Bro, what a day. I did until February of this year of your stream. I did until February this year of your stream. What are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, so the kid that said that, like, you got a job. Because here's the thing. This company has health insurance. Like, Futo offers employees health care. I don't even know the details of my own health care. And I know this is probably, like, the wrong line for this type of rant, because this is kind of the type of thing that is, like, the opposite of r/anti-work. But it's like, I'm a director at this company. I don't even know the details of my own health care. And because I'm busy, like, working on trying to achieve, get them closer to achieving their mission, their goal, their purpose of being effective and funding the future of technology in a non-exploitative way, in a way that gives control back to people. I can't tell you what the details of our healthcare plan are. I don't even know what they are. And I work here. And it's in my employment contract, which is, I don't know, probably sitting under Mr. Clinton's litter box or some shit at this point in time. Andrew, I was unpacking my stuff and there was a bunch of dust, and I'm very badly allergic to dust. I go out in sneezing and coughing fits, and I did not wear a mask while I was doing it, and I didn't have an air filter in the house. I was going to wait till I had an air filter to unpack, but I forgot about it. You can get high off allergy meds. I never knew until now. I'm never taking that stuff again. Different things have different effects on different people. So, like, I forget the name of it. I don't know if it was ibuprofen or Tylenol or Advil PM or Advil. I forget which one it was. But I took it, and I was fixing a MacBook Air screen, right? And this is one of the ones where if you peel it off perfect, it comes off perfect. And if it doesn't come off perfect, you got to peel these little bits of glass, and you got to scrape them off. I got a very, really small cut when I did it, like 1:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday. We're open 12 to 6 on Sunday. And it's bleeding. It's fine, whatever. I cleaned it up, soap, water, put a Band-Aid. Blood comes through the Band-Aid. 2 o'clock, put on a, clean it, puts bacitracin on it or something, Band-Aid. 4 o'clock, still bleeding through all my Band-Aids, pouring out onto my hand and my arm, on customers' computers while I'm in front of them. Very embarrassing. I had to grab some alcohol and some other shit and clean it up and do a whole show of it in front of them, make it look really scrubbing hard and everything so they don't get totally grossed out. 6 o'clock, closing time. Now I'm like Band-Aid number 9, still going through. And I forget if this was ibuprofen, Tylenol, Advil PM. I forget what it was I took. But one of the active ingredients in it, apparently, it either thins your blood or fucks with the platelets so that when you get a cut, it doesn't clot. Like, you'll just have a river of blood. And it's not for all people. It's for certain people. Not for all people. But it just makes it so like, if you get a paper cut, it's just a river that flows out of you until you. And I remember freaking out, thinking, "Oh crap, when is this going to end?" It freaked me the fuck out, and I asked the people there, "Have you ever had this problem before?" And they said no, but I did. So it's really weird how different things can affect different people. I don't remember which one it was. It was either ibuprofen, Tylenol, or Advil, aspirin, one of those things. I forget. But yeah, never. And then I never did that again. Like, no Tylenol, no aspirin, no Advil, no none of this shit. Because I always wind up with these really weird side effects that I never would have imagined. Like, who would imagine taking something because you have allergies? Like, you have allergies, so you take something, whatever, you have a cold, and then you get a paper cut, and you just have blood squirting out of you all day. Like, I felt a chill go up my spine, and I said, like, I'm never taking this shit again. I have to be on my deathbed before I take one of these medications again. Nope. I think I forgot about that. I will say, the feeling of feeling drunk after taking the allergy thing, I'd rather feel somewhat drunk and stupid than feel than be afraid that my blood is going to all flow out of my body. Talk to your pharmacist about drug interactions. I don't enjoy talking to my pharmacist. My pharmacist usually takes 40 minutes to deliver a pill when there's two people in line. By the time you get to the pharmacist, you just want to take your shit and get out of there. I think I got that over the counter though. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually have to get that from a pharmacist. Anyway, temperamentally, I'm usually the type of person that would roll their eyes when you see the list of side effects on the TV screen. I'm the type of person that would roll their eyes and go, oh my God, I guess they need to do that for the legal disclaimers, but I guess it's different when you live it. And I guess that again is kind of karma. Dindog, I can't sleep even though I feel drowsy. It's really driving me crazy. I gotta be up at 7 in the morning too. But I'm definitely going to think twice before I take those things. And I guess read the side effects on this type of stuff, even if it's over the counter. Because there's a lot of stuff that's over the counter that can very easily screw you up. I slept like shit all the time lately. What's going on with you, Dindog? Is it stress? Is it you got a lot of work? Getting woken up because of construction outside of your window? What's going on? Hope it's not that annoying coworker. What's the time there? It's 12:50 a.m. It is 12:50 a.m. I heard if you mix all the pills, it helps fall asleep quickly. Probably menopause, stress, and too much YouTube. You know, YouTube will keep you from falling asleep because it knows you better than you know you, Dindog, and it's always going to find you something to listen to that's compelling. That's what it does. That's what it's good at. It's going to keep doing that to you. I think it's doing that to you right now. So apparently a bunch of people tried what I tried in the Tesla video, and it works. It doesn't lead them to the contact page. They said it's probably Graphene OS disabling tracking cookies or something. There's something weird there, though. Like, why does that have to work for a contact form should require virtually nothing. It should ask for my name, my phone number, my email, and a box to type an issue. Like, am I becoming too much of a boomer? You guys tell me. Like, feel free to be as harsh as you want. Am I getting old? I think that if you hit the help button or the contact us button on a website, that it should not try to narrow down your category 30 times so it can redirect you to a help document that doesn't actually help you and then try to avoid that. Like, I want my contact form to have first name, last name, phone number, email, issue, and then for it to go to a human being. Like, that's it. And that should be so simple that it's virtually impossible to fuck up. I don't know. It's interesting because there are people saying that I did that on purpose to get a higher viewership. There are people saying that I specifically fucked with the code of the browser, as if I'm that smart, by the way. I almost take that as a compliment, that people assume that I'm that intelligent. I'm not. In order to make Tesla look bad, to get viewership on a video that I intentionally posted to my throwaway channel rather than the real one. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Yep. That was purely to like make a video that gets, $20,000 in viewership. That's why I posted it to a throwaway shit posting channel with stock thumbnail instead of to the main one. If I wanted views or fake subs, I could make more great videos. True. Sleeping on the great. Now that's a moneymaker right there. I gotta sleep on the great at some point. It does that sometimes with the car, Rojo. Like, I'll be able to load websites quickly, but then I'll go to turn on the air conditioner in my car, and it'll take 90 seconds for it to connect to the server. How much has the great video earned? The great video has earned $46,000. You know how much Chris's micro SD card video made? Take a guess. Can anybody guess how much money came from the Chris's micro SD card video? Come on, let me see some figures. So Chris did an hour and a half long video I'm not even gonna go into how much I pay Chris. I pay Chris damn good money. To I paid Chris. He made an amazing video on how to get data back from a cracked micro SD card, and it was on point. Nothing left out. That video that Chris did made $6.43. $6.43. Lewis, why don't you make more educational content? Why don't you make more educational content? I don't know. Shitposts pay the bills. Moving isn't cheap, man. I offered 5 people. Actually, so far I've offered 4 people raises and bonuses for moving. I offered 6 people free rent for a year. And it's gonna cost like $10,000 to move the place. Like, moving ain't cheap. Moving isn't cheap. The great wants to pay the bills. I'll let the great pay the bills. The great is close to making more money than my shipping employee. That's the fucked up thing. Like, when I do the math in my head, again, the great is coming up on its 2-year anniversary in a week. So it actually has a chance, if it hits another viral notch, to make more money than the shipping person. Like, it's neck and neck. It's dangerously close. I don't know. The world is so fucking ridiculous, man. It's a ridiculous world. It's a ridiculous world. It's a meme world. We live in a meme world. Austin isn't better than homeless than in New York City. Very true. By the way, hey Rohan, how are you? I'm sorry it took me a while to pay you after you sent me your email. My apologies for that. I was walking on Congress Avenue and saw someone getting punched. Yeah, Austin and New York City are very, very similar. Like, they're very, very similar in a lot of ways. The thing I like is that Austin has a lot of the feel of a city, but if I want to get away from it and I want to live someplace that's affordable, it's a 25-minute drive. So it's like a 25-minute drive to go to Round Rock and be in a place where I have a lawn and a backyard and polite, peaceful, kind neighbors and, you know, people that say hi to you and wave at you. Like, they wave at me when I go by in my car. They wave. And that's insane. And it's not, so it's not like New York City where if you want that experience, you have to be an hour and a half away and still live a lot. I lived in Austin. I ran away from Texas. I haven't found a new favorite burrito place. All good, was nice meeting. Hey, it's a pleasure meeting you too, Rohan. I forgot if you wanted to apply for any of the for any sort of position here or not or whatever. I honestly don't remember. I think I was too rude to ask. My apologies for that. I think that I just used you for printing paper, and for that I'm sorry. I should have engaged with you on a more personal level than that since you came by the booth. So I'm sorry for that in advance. Also sorry for feeling half asleep. Also, don't take Sidafed. You can spend years building up a channel of useful informational videos, but spending a minute and 30 seconds at a random city great becomes your most popular video. Yep, I don't know, I'll take it. $6 for a video on how. Do you know how much money people could make if they recovered data from cracked micro SD cards? Like, do you know how much money is in that? Like, that is a money printer right there. That is an actual money printer right there. Showing you how to do that. I made $6. $6. The great, 46K. I've thought about fixing grates, boom. Life is ridiculous, it truly is. Like, sometimes you get ripped off for $30,000 by people like Eugene. Sometimes you move into a space that costs 3 times as much right before the world goes to shit. And sometimes you make $46,000 recording a subway grate. You got to take your wins and your losses, because sometimes the losses that you take are not fair, but sometimes the wins that you get also are not fair. But they even out. Hopefully they even out. Din Dog, it's funny you ask. So, as you know, Aaron has a jet. And I don't want to seem like, I really don't want to seem like I'm like using him or anything like that. So I asked him, I didn't say, can I fly my cats here on your private jet? I asked him, how much does it cost to fly that from New York City to Austin? and I would like to pay for it because my cat means the world to me, and my cat does not have a microchip, so my cat can't go on any real fucking airline. And I was thinking of driving my cat, but if I do, they're old. Again, like Mr. Clinton's, he's 13 years old, and he's had one surgery already. I know that he's deathly afraid of vets and stuff like that, and he's deathly afraid of confined spaces for long periods of time, which is what a car is. And also, I know somebody recently, there's a friend that traveled across the country from a state near me to Texas, and her cat actually died. Her cat was around 8 or 9 years old, and the cat died on the trip. She was very, very anxious, and she passed away. I don't know how much of that was a pre-existing health problem or that, but that really took away the concept to me. I'm either flying my kitty here one way or the other. I'm not driving the kitty. Thank you for helping me get out of stewing and depression, kick myself in the ass and move forward. Best wishes to you. Thank you. I hope that if any people get anything from this channel, it's the motivation and the incentive to try something new, even if you're going to fail at it. And you guys watch me fail every day on a regular basis. You guys watch me fail all the time. I fail a lot. I try to do new stuff all the time, and I fail. Move to a new store, and I fail. I start a supply company, and I fail. You didn't get to see as much of that because that was in the beginning. If you look at my early board repair videos, oh my God, they were bad. Look at my A1181 board repair video. Look at that. Like, I should delete that video. If I had any common sense, I would delete that video. If lobbyists were smart, what they would do is they would play that video at every single legislative hearing. They would be in every single hearing. My own subscribers would ask me to delete my channel if they saw my A1181 board repair video. But I want people to see the failures, because I think people think that everybody starts out just being really good at something. And Scott Galloway says this. He says everybody knows one of those people that's just naturally good at everything, and we always hate them. But that's never been me. That's never, I fail at a lot. And I hope that when people watch me fail miserably at things that I try, and until I eventually succeed at it, that it kind of gives them a kick to do it too. Even this, like for this job, was there a job listing? No. I drove across the country and made my case. Opportunity favors the bold. And sometimes it just favors the people that get up and do something at all. But yeah, so I asked him, so I said, how much does it cost to use that jet? I would like to pay to use that jet to fly my kitty here. And he said he's refusing to allow me to pay for it, and I'm going to refuse to allow him to pay for it because, again, I don't care how much money you're worth. I'm not going to ask for that much from somebody. But I want to see it's about $3,200, I think, in fuel alone. But I am thinking of flying Mr. Clinton here private. I drove here. Can you imagine like the meme of that? I got to get some pictures of the one-star hotels I stayed on the way here. Seriously, I drove to Texas and I stayed at a one-star motel called Austin Motor Inn where somebody wrote the word anal on the sheets. My cat would fly in a private jet sitting in Dan's lap outside of a cage. That would be the most spoiled cat on all of YouTube right there. I think that video would actually pay for the fucking jet, honestly. Like, just, let's say, like, okay, Mr. Clinton boarding the jet. Like, to get him to board the jet, you just throw a greenie up the stairs, and then he runs up the stairs and goes, Wah! And then Mr. Clinton sitting in Dan's lap outside the cage, and then the camera just pans to the view as the plane lifts off, and Mr. Clinton sitting there yelling at him. I genuinely believe that video would make more than the grade. I would bring Mr. Clinton and BlackBerry, and I would very reluctantly bring Oreo. But Mr. Clinton on his own private fucking jet, like that would, I don't know. I think that there'd be a lot of positive comments, but there'd also be a bunch of the, the communist shit, like, wow, people out there can't afford to get a bus ticket to work, and this cat flies private. I don't know what to say. I love my cat, man. If I didn't have that cat, there are so many times where I fucked up something in my life, where if I didn't have him to jump up on my lap and meow at me, I probably would have jumped off a bridge or off my fire escape. Like the time that I took a company that I actually got somebody to give a business loan to, from having $150,000 in the bank to 4 months later being worth negative $17K. Like Mr. Clinton jumping up in my lap, nuzzling me a little and going, meow, 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 in a nice way because he knew I felt down. Like stuff like that's the difference between jumping off the fire escape and, putting shit back together to try another day. Like, I owe that cat. I'm not going to have that cat, like, I'm not going to leave him in New York. And I'm not going to drive him for 27 hours. That's torture. He's going to fly. He's going to sit on Dan's lap as he flies on a private jet. If Oreo to Erica. I've tried. I think because the videos that do well on YouTube are not just the ones that people like. The videos that do well on YouTube are the ones that get a lot of hate. The reason the great video does well is because people feel like I'm attacking them. So the purpose of that video is not to attack people. It was to attack the incompetent New York City government that steals money from the taxpayer and claims to utilize it on services for the poor and homeless and never actually do anything about it. But normal people, normal suburban moms and dads viewed that video and thought I was attacking them for not caring about the homeless. So they would respond with stuff like, how many homeless did you take into your house? They're doing that because they want to hurt me because they feel like I'm trying to hurt them. Well, I'm not. I'm trying to hurt fucking Mayor de Blasio and Andrew Cuomo because they're cunts. But they felt like I was taking a pot shot at the common man and saying I'm better than them. So they wanted to attack me back. And the great thing about that, no pun intended, is that that's insanely profitable. It's the same as this video, why I don't use Apple products. Like, people didn't care what my reasons were. They didn't listen to the video. They felt like I was attacking them personally, which I wasn't, but they felt like they were being attacked personally, so they felt the need to say something back. And again, that video did very well as well. The videos that do well on YouTube, you let the computer guys theorize this, are filled with hate speech. They're filled with hate in general. And I feel like a lot of people would respond to that video saying, there are people in this world that can't afford their car payments and you took your cat in a private jet. You fuck. Listen, I wanted to make money off of educational content. Honestly, I wasn't even planning to make money off of educational content. I just wanted people to watch the educational content, learn, start repair shops, and give Apple the middle finger on behalf of their customers. That's all I ever wanted. More people doing repairs. Nope, nobody watches repairs. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. What they do watch are shit posts. Why argue? So if the jet winds up costing 10,000 bucks, who knows? Maybe that video will make 10,000 bucks. That would be funny. You know what would make it perfect? If that video had a female cat that saw Mr. Clinton walking off of the jet, and then the female cat went in heat because it saw that Mr. Clinton had a high-end vehicle. I can't help it. Oh. I haven't tried In-N-Out, Rohan, but I may tomorrow. Like, you know when those videos of the woman that doesn't look at the guy, but then the guy gets out of a Lamborghini and then the woman's like, hi? Imagine recreating that video. Imagine recreating that video, but with a cat. With a cat. Oh my God, I'm thinking of it now. Like Nermal comes out or something, like Nermal from Garfield. Was Nermal a guy or a girl? I don't remember. But like a cute little kitten comes, a cute cat comes out and walks up and sees Clinton and then you hear the heart-throbbing music from those 40s and 90s cartoons, the ba-boom, 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 where you see the heart beating out of the chest. So you see like a female cat come out, and she's Clinton coming off the private jet, and it's like, oh. I've never scripted a video in my life. I don't think I've ever actually scripted something. I don't script content, ever. But I kind of want to script this one. This would be fucking amazing. I think this video would make hundreds of thousands of dollars. If the Great makes 46K, this will make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Who knows, maybe I could buy my own jet after this video gets 10 billion views. Well, I'm going to get some sleep. This is your public service announcement to think twice before taking cold and allergy medication. It does something to my head. I am never, again, it's weird. I've drank a lot in my life. I am never taking cold and allergy medication again. I'm not comfortable with what it does. It's just weird. It like takes away your brain, but it doesn't take away the part of my brain that can determine that something's been taken away. Don't like it. All right. See y'all later. See y'all later. Hope you'll have a lovely evening. Hope you'll have a great day. Din Dog, I hope you're able to get some sleep, by the way. You deserve it. See you in the next one.